So today I'm talking about what it's like moving from Southern California to Texas, and specifically Wichita Falls, Texas. And we're getting started right now. So welcome to our channel. This channel is all about Wichita Falls. It's all about your Wichita Falls, and we stay up to the minute on all things about Wichita Falls. So if you're interested, please subscribe to our channel and let's get started. Hey, I want to share today about moving from Southern California to Texas. People ask me all the time, how did that go? And the fact is if you've never moved across country, a lot of you watching this video are military, so you know what it's like to move across country. Some of you are in California, you've never moved farther than the next city. So I'm here to tell you some of the ins and outs of moving from California to Wichita Falls. Wichita Falls is in North Texas, just south of the Oklahoma border. And I will tell you that there are different ways that you can move. You can move in a loaded up U-Haul Ryder truck yourself. You can get a pod. You can have a moving company move you. And then you do this thing by transporting your vehicle. So there's a lot of moving pieces to actually moving across country. And I will tell you that I say this all the time. The difference between moving across the street or across town and moving cross country is you learn how to pack, because you got to pack everything. And what I found is that I've moved twice. One time I moved myself in a Ryder truck, did the driving, hauled the car. The next time I had a moving company move me. And if you are into those pods, that's an actually viable way to go as well. They bring you a pod, they put it in your yard, you fill it up, they pick it up, and then you go. The only thing that I'm going to share with you moving from California to Texas is a whole lot different than moving from Texas to California. You want to know why? Nobody's doing it. Everybody's moving from there to here. So the thing about any kind of this transport, whether you're doing it yourself with a Ryder truck and moving your furniture yourself, or you hire somebody to move your stuff, you're in a moving van, or you do a pod, it will be more expensive going from California to Texas. Why? Because they figured out that everybody wants to do it. So be prepared for a little bit of sticker shock. And then you have to think about your cars. How are you going to get your cars from there to here? I've had plenty of people that have moved big houses with tractors. They lived in properties that had acreage. They had tractors. They had dogs. They had cars. They had to move all of that here. So not only do you want to budget in how much your move is going to cost for all of your belongings, you have to budget in there how much it's going to be to move your car. And then when you get here, there's a couple of things that you want to know, because once you get to Texas, you have to understand that there is, whether you're going to rent or you're going to buy right now, and we're in month of May 18th, 19th, 20th of 2021, the real estate market's on fire. So you really probably have to make a determination to buy or to rent something sight unseen. There's not a lot of time to come and look and leave. When I moved here, I had the luxury of flying in a couple of times, looking at property, and then buying. But that's not the kind of market we're in. I'm hoping in the next few months, actually I'm predicting that it's going to slow down a little bit and the market's going to start to normalize. So you'll be able to do that by looking at that property in person. And for now, regardless of whether or not we're in that market or not, let's say you live in London right now and you're moving to Wichita Falls, you sometimes have to buy property, viewing it online, doing a remote viewing. And we did a lot of that during COVID. So what I'm going to say is, if you find the right realtor, you can get somebody to help you walk through, do a video tour as if you're actually there, so that you can see, other than smell-o-vision, and hopefully that realtor will tell you whether it's got some funky smells, that property, and look at the ceiling and look at the baseboards and look at all the various things that you need to identify when you're looking at a piece of property, whether you're renting or you're buying it. The next thing you want to know is when you move here, we have a little process in Texas before you can actually get a new driver's license, is that you have to actually live here and you have to establish residency and have all the documents to prove that. So once you get here, then you want to make sure that you get some mail sent to your house so that when you take it down to It's not called the DMV like in California, it's called the DPS. You want to take that with you so that they can then issue you a driver's license. Also with your car registration. You don't want to be on the road in Texas if you've moved here for very long without getting your car registered in Texas, because they will give you a pretty substantial fine. All of that being said, there's your utilities, etc., that you can determine. But I'm going to share with you the most important thing of moving from California to Texas is the cost of living is remarkably different. So when you get here, you might be in a little shell shock, because you won't have to spend so much money. Just going to the gas station is a delight and a treat, because you get to have, your charges aren't quite as high as what you're used to. So if you have any questions about moving from California to Texas, there's a little link below that you can make an appointment to have a Zoom call with me, to connect, to have me answer any other questions that you might have. Or you can pop a question in the comments. All of this is in the first comments section of this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and learn more about Wichita Falls, because I'm going to tell you it's one of the best places and the happiest places in Texas. And right now, y'all come back there. Bye-bye.